Hi, I'm Vic Fernandes, and welcome to another in the Red Couch interview series. Well, because of the pandemic, we are not on the Red Couch, as you would clearly see. But we're actually doing this on Zoom, which is actually a lot of fun. It's not as comfortable as the Red Couch because I think I saw Derek is in his car, and he looks a little chilly at the moment where he is.
Well, we went into a heat wave today. It's 45 degrees.
Oh, okay, wonderful, wonderful. But we've got Jimmy Duncan. I've got Tony Brannan. Tony is in Bermuda. Derek, what part of the world are you in?
I'm in Boston.
In Boston, okay. And Jimmy and myself, we are here in Barbados. We could have made this a lot simpler, Jimmy. I should have come over to you, or you come over to me. But anyhow, here we are. So welcome to Capital Media and to the Red Couch. Now, Jimmy, I'm going to give you an opportunity to set the scene for our viewers and tell us a little bit about this project. You're excited about it. I've become super excited. I've been telling all of my on-air team something big is about to happen. And I'm going to let you share that information. And then I'll shoot a few questions and allow Derek and Tony to jump in. And I'll just prod here and there. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, let me start by saying thanks, Vic, for having us. We really appreciate all the help that you're putting forward here to help out this project for a group that will be known as Perfect Strangers, because more or less the people involved in this project, which are numerous, are more or less strangers because we don't really see one another on a day-to-day basis. But we do see each other from time to time, and we know each other, but we're sort of strangers. Anyway, my good buddy, Tony Brannan, who I've known now for too many years, and we've always kind of fiddled around with music over the years, and we've done some things together, musically, jingles and songs and different things. Anyway, Tony sent me some lyrics early December, and it was one of those things where you just looked at the lyrics and a song just appeared in your head. And it was very magical because the lyrics really meant a lot to me, and it told me about how he was feeling. And I really kind of felt the lyric, and the lyric transcended into a melody and a song that I sent back to Tony, and he kind of went, "Wow, Jimmy, this is really good. We got to go big with this," you know, and he meant it. And I could hear in his voice that he, for the first time in our lives, he meant it. And from there, Tony has had some very good friends over the years in the music world. He reached out to Derek Dyer, Will Lee, Andy Newmark. Derek was just overboard with the song and came on full steam, not only playing great saxophone, but also turning on us to a great singer from Boston called Tim Pike, who's done a fabulous job of performing this song. And he also introduced us to a guy called Mitch Shakur, who arranged the gospel choir that is also performing on this song. And these are all guys that have been around the block several times, are very noteworthy musicians, and as I've learned over the past 6 or 7 weeks, wonderful gentlemen, and a pleasure to have met their acquaintance. There we are. Yeah. So now we have Hope, the song.
Perfect Strangers. Let me bring Tony in on this. Tony, what's your take on this project?
Well, you know, Jimmy put it very well there. It was, I woke up one morning feeling pretty ragged, you know, after not working all year. It's you know, this COVID pandemic has impacted the lives of so many people, and in particular, you know, our profession of music and performing. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, if you're in the West End or in Barbados, or you're in Broadway, or you're a stadium artist like the Rolling Stones. Nobody can work because you can't have people assembling in any crowds to come out. And it extends to, you know, I referenced in the lyrics of the song, "Living a Long Dark Night." I want to see Bruce and the E Street Band. I want to see or any band. I want to be in the stands chanting "You'll Never Walk Alone." That's kind of my imagery there was Liverpool football fans with their famous song "You'll Never Walk Alone," because no one can go to see a football match. You can't go to a soccer team. I see your favorite soccer team, whether it be in England or Giant Stadium, for American football, they were all empty. And you imagine just the fact that with as you say, some people have a bit of money squirreled away to get through this, but the majority of the people in
No.
this industry don't, and they're hurting. And I felt like that. I felt really kind of concerned. I was mentally in a dark place that morning when I woke up, and I wrote these words down. I sent it to Jimmy, and it was like a lightning bolt hit him, and he came back with a melody. And as he said, I reached out to some musicians, and when I sent it to Will Lee in New York, who's arguably one of the world's greatest bass players, it was the David Letterman Orchestra from the beginning to the end, and he's played on hits by Mariah Carey, the Bee Gees. The list is endless with him. And I've known Will for a long time. I said, Will, what do you think of this song? He says, I want to play bass on this. This is a great song. The song speaks to what everyone's feeling. And that is what's going to connect with everyone. When they hear this song, they're going to go, I get it, because that's how I feel.
I know that you and Jimmy were the originators, but I want to hear from Derek. What was your reaction when the guys approached you?
I listened to it a few times, and out of the gate, I wasn't 100% sure. I could see there was a song there, but I had some strong opinions. So I said, well, let me talk to the guys and tell the guys exactly how I feel about this. And they listened to me. They worked the song a little bit lyrically to just kind of make it a little bit more concise. And we, out of the gate, we were always talking about the genuineness of the song, and everything that went into the song had to be sincere.
What makes each of you so convinced that this song is going to be it has that it factor?
Who would you like to ask first? Sorry.
I think you put it to me.
Sorry.
It's a very, very simple process, okay? And I always break it down to, even when I'm looking at playing a solo, you have to take the people that are listening to it. You have to bring them with you. It's like a roller coaster ride. You put them in the seat and you carry them. You give them some whirls and twirls, and then you rest them back down when you're done. That's the essence of building a solo within a song. You make that larger when you're looking at the entire song. That is the essence. And the number one thing that you have to have is a believable vocal. That's the number one thing that you've got. Everything else is, you can work the margins and stuff like that. But once you have that kind of vocal, now it's a matter of putting the other pieces of the puzzle together where you don't mess it up.
Tony?
I've never actually felt confident about many of the things that I've written. I mean, they've been okay. I've always struggled with songwriting, but this has come together in a phenomenal way. It's just really clicked, and I'm very blessed to have some good friends that have been helpful on this. Obviously the players that stepped up, and you get Will Lee and Andy Newmark, and then Derek brought Tim to the table, and Mitch and stuff. And when I got I asked the choir, some singers that I know here, would they be willing to do it, and they jumped at it, and it was really, really fantastic.
You pose the question again.
The question really was, in summary, what makes this song in your mind special and gives it that cachet, that it factor that could potentially make it a massive hit?
Because I wrote it.
Okay. You're so humble. I just love.
Just kidding, all right? Just kidding. You know, I just know it. That was a joke, folks.
And that's vintage,
So,
Jimmy.
the
Yeah,
truth,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
truth, you know, to me, it was just another song. When I did it here and I sent it to Tony, I expected nothing out of it because as much as I thought it was a good song, it's like I've written a lot of songs and a lot of them I think are good songs. This was another one. But it took flight in an amazing way that I never expected. And we have spoken to lots of people in the industry over the past 6 weeks to do with this song. And the commentary back, unless everybody is a liar,
Mm.
everybody thinks this song is a big song. And that convinced me. That's what convinced me.
No, it ultimately doesn't matter what we think.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
do our work and we
Yeah.
like our work, and that's why we do it.
Yeah.
It's the way the rest of the world receives it. That's really the only
Absolutely.
thing that matters.
So we are happy to be on board. It sounds like the kind of stuff that fits really nicely into Capital Media's playlist, and so we're going to be on board with you, and look forward to taking that journey with you and seeing the success of it. Anyways, guys, thank you all very much, Tony and Derek. It's been a pleasure connecting and reconnecting with some of you, and we certainly look forward to the launch on Monday and to great success for Perfect Strangers. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
God
much.
bless you.
God bless.